Here we go, here we go.
Ha. Sports Plus Life.
Sports Plus Life.
Post-game show.
Here we go, let's go,
Yeah,
let's go.
everybody wanna get in the game. Big skin, 100-yard touchdown when I'm throwing that flame. It's the most special time of the year. Get the chips and the dip with a buzz, then you're hearing the cheers. It's your boy Bray Vaughn repping Mile High Magic with Sean and Keith here with the Philadelphia Savage. Eagles when they kick in your door. Big C with them Tampa Bay Bucks like they seen this before. And we all got that title drive. Can't forget A Boogie pulling hard for that 305. Debate and conversate, all worth it. Tony with the knowledge, but a Cowboys fan. Nobody's perfect. From week 1 all the way to the Super Bowl. Buckle up, Sports Plus Life post-game show. Week 1 all the way to the Super Bowl. Buckle up, Sports Plus Life post-game show. Get it. Sports Plus Life. Sports Plus Life. Sports Plus Life post-game show. Sports Plus Life. Sports Plus Life. Sports Plus Life post-game show.
And now, it's time for the show to start. Enjoy yourself. We here. It's the post-game show.
All right. Yo. What's up? What's really good? It's your boy, Brandon Bray Vaughn Towns, host of that show called Sports Plus Life. Yo, F all that. It's the Sports Plus Life post-game show. Okay. What up, Lomar? I know you was going to be all hands on deck. But as you see me here in my Broncos gear. Oh, I didn't mean to rhyme right there. But even though we lost, you know, I'm a real one when it comes to my fandom. You know, it just is what it is. So, bottom line is, we here, Sports Plus Life, post-game show. And boy, it is a whole lot to talk about today. You feel me? It is a whole lot to talk about today. So, first of all, I hope everybody has enjoyed their Sunday, September 15th, 2024. Sunday, beautiful day. But boy, we have a whole lot to talk about. Oh my goodness. And Mr. James Stanback, aka Robert Chandler, is laughing his ass off right now because he is a Steelers fan. I am a Broncos fan. His Steelers bested my Denver Broncos today. And you know what? Congratulations. I'm not a sore loser. You guys won. And by the way, when it comes to the prediction league, I picked the Steelers to beat my Broncos. Why did I pick the Steelers to beat my Broncos? I will tell you. Coming into week 1, I believed I fell for the preseason magic. I believe that my Broncos would do enough to not only beat Seattle, but beat Pittsburgh too. But after seeing week 1 and seeing the lack of offense that came along with the Denver Broncos losing to the Seattle Seahawks, I said, you know what? The Steelers have just as pathetic of offense of us, but they have a better defense. And Rob, I just sent you a link, Rob. You picked the Broncos to beat us. The hell wrong with you? The hell wrong with you, bruh? The hell wrong with you, dog? But that's just one game. We will get there. We will get there. I suspect it may be a couple of people who probably won't show up, tonight. Even though it's like, we got to keep it 100 as far as, whether our team win or lose or not, we still need to show up. And I think some of those may be on the side of Dallas Cowboy fans, Dallas Cowboy fans, But bottom line is, bitch, this is the Sports Plus Life post-game show. Now, let me give you guys a quick highlight of how things were today. you know, because I make YouTube shorts all the time. I do. I make YouTube short videos all the time, particularly when it's football time. They be my favorite. You heard me? They be my favorite. So, you know, where did we start at? Where let me where did we start at with the YouTube short? So let's have some fun. Let's have some football. It's the post-game show. None of my guys are here right now, but it is what it is. Like I said, Rob, I just sent you the link. None of my guys are here right now. Rob, I sent you the link. Come on, join if you will. But let's start with some of these football highlights. Let's go. Let's get it. Where we at?
And we just had this in the Saints and Cowboys game. New Orleans got the Alvin Kamara touchdown on the first possession they had. Derek Carr all day to throw. Derek Carr.
The N.O. Did we miss something with the Saints?
Just seconds ago.
What?
Rashid Shaheed.
Let's see that one more game. Let's see it one more game.
And we just had this in the Saints and Cowboys game. New Orleans got the Alvin Kamara touchdown on the first possession they had. Derek Carr all day to throw. Derek Carr.
The N.O. Did we miss something with the Saints?
Just seconds ago.
What? All right. That's just one. Let's keep it moving.
In the Seattle-New England game, just had this for Sam Darnold throwing from his own end zone. Why a huge jump, Justin Jefferson.
What? On the Niners defense?
He stops, comes back to the right.
What?
Down to the 10.
It's like 99 yards.
Justin Jefferson, 97 yards.
97 yards. That was close. Gritty. Damn.
The best wide receiver in the NFL.
Let's see that one more again. Gritty. That's crazy.
Well, when you're running the football and you have Aaron Jones back then, you're
in the Seattle-New England game, just had this for Sam Darnold throwing from his own end zone. Why a huge jump, Justin Jefferson.
What? On the Niners defense?
He stops, comes back to the right.
What?
Down to the 10.
It's like 99 yards.
Justin Jefferson, 97 yards.
97 yards. That was close. Gritty. Damn.
The best wide receiver in the NFL.
I said gritty. That's some more. Let's keep it moving. This how you hit a nigga. Yeah, this how you hit a nigga. Bing. That's how you hit a nigga. That's how you hit a motherfucker. That's how you crack a motherfucker. This how you hit a nigga. Bing. That's how you hit a nigga. That's how you crack a motherfucker. Oh yeah, we won't done then. Hey. Come on, man. Cardinals could be a dark horse. Oh, Marvin Harrison Jr. Hey, welcome to the NFL, dog. Welcome to the NFL, dog. Lady in the street, but a freak in the bed. Welcome to the NFL, Negro. And the last one, which really actually irritated me. Come on now. There we go.
on the game for Hendrickson.
Wow, I got comments on this one. I'm sure I did.
10.
Go.
Jump early. No flag is out.
There's a hold.
As Mahomes throws on the run, it's caught by Kelce.
Okay. Well, it's coming back anyway.
That's the pass to the outside. to Rashid Rice. Remember he did that?
Oh God, stop. Stop.
In the game.
Oh God, I hate that. It's so over dramatic. Oh my God, Travis caught the ball. Travis caught the ball. Let's cheer and bump titties. Oh my God, Travis, shut the fuck up. Everybody want to stop. TV networks, stop going to the camera with that shit. Us as football fans don't care about that shit. Oh my God, Travis caught the ball. So what? Anyway, I'm just saying. That's all it is. I'm saying. What up, broski? What it do?
What's going on? Hey, some of them highlights was sick. Yo, let me find out that them purple people eaters. Now you gotta respect them when you come up there. And the Cardinals, Marvin Harrison Jr. getting it like his daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Did he stretch? Did he grow? He didn't look like, huh?
I said he stretched, yeah.
He didn't look like he was that tall to get tackled where he was that far back and still be able to stretch. That was crazy. But that the end of that Kansas City, I don't care what a motherfucker say. This shit is I'm unfortunately I'm not trying to dive into not conspiracy. It's not look.
This is the post-game show. This ain't conspiracy theories.
Not Kansas City was supposed to lose.
I thought so too, but if you're the Cincinnati Bengals, you should be sick to your stomach. We not no sir. This is the post game show.
Let me put it like this. I'm never picking the Chiefs to lose. I'm gonna put it like
blame you for that. I damn sure don't blame you for that.
I'll say that and leave that at that. But there were some spectacular plays.
Fine with me. Fine with me. But look, okay, we've already we've already gone over Miami and Buffalo. That was the Thursday night game. We've already gone Miami versus Buffalo. So just remember, Rob, this is the rules of the post-game show.
Yeah, only football.
Yeah, only football. That's it. We're only talking football. Okay.
This is only football, but I'm saying, come on now. When I'm talking about the play.
Okay, all right.
Travis Kelce looked like he was about to score, and then the whole. So I was I would not watch. I was listening to it on a podcast. So and then that left guard cost them like 70-some yards, so they subbed him out.
Fuck.
Yeah, because he had 2 penalties.
You talking about before the 4th down play?
Yeah, he had one. So he cost them some shitty yards, so they subbed him out. And then right after they subbed him out, boom, they scored. So
okay,
I thought they was done.
Well, I mean, if you're a Cincinnati Bengal fan, clearly the Cincinnati Bengals have no fear of the Kansas City Chiefs, nor should they.
That's surprising too.
If there's one team in the NFL that has zero fear of the Cincinnati Bengals, of the Kansas City Chiefs, it is the Cincinnati Bengals. They should be sick to their stomach. They should have won this game. But it is what I mean. The pass interference call on 4th and 16. Oh yeah, it was legitimate. It was legitimate. Okay. It was a legitimate call, but I thought the game was lost for Cincinnati when it was 2nd and 10 and Burrow threw it for a first down. It would have been a first down, but their tight end let the ball go through their hands. I said that's a game-losing play because what basically the offense that Cincinnati had went in at that time was their offense to not let the Chiefs get the ball back. And it wasn't about going deep. It was simply let's get first downs. Let's keep Patrick Mahomes off the field. And that drop pass changed the whole game plan. Now, do I say that 4th and 16? It's 4th and 16. But see, this is my thing about when you have 4th and long with quarterbacks and shit like that. don't go back into a prevent defense. Bring pressure. Make him uncomfortable. You know, Patrick Mahomes was able to roll out the pocket and look, scan the fit. No, make him uncomfortable. You saw that happen during the day. You saw that happen a lot of times with other quarterbacks where teams brought pressure on the quarterback on a desperation throw.
Before we're gonna have to say this. I'm not gonna say that Mahomes is the greatest quarterback ever, but he got some wheels.
Yeah, he has wheels.
And he don't mind scrambling. And pressing him is not good. I don't know about everybody else, but I can definitely say pressing him is not good. Because he knows everybody's already locked up with a man on them except for him. And he knows that he's fast enough to get at least 10 yards and slide.
Hold on for a second. Give me a second. Hello? Hello? Okay, now I hear nothing. Okay. Anyway. No, go ahead. What were you saying?
Yeah, the thing with Mahomes, you press him. It's like in basketball, you reach, I teach. If you press him, you don't know what the hell you're going to get.
Oh, yeah.
Because he keeps his, I can't even say because his mechanics is still fucked up because he's still like the only quarterback that can get away with throwing across his body. I ain't seen him pay for that yet.
Yeah, well, this ain't the NFL we grew up watching. Because this is why a nigga like me couldn't be a defensive coordinator. Because if I'm a defensive coordinator, they'd have done suspended me because my orders would be take that like you ain't gotta take him out, but make that motherfucker have the fear of God every time he draws back. Every time he drops back. No, which means if we have to get a couple of personal foul penalties for roughing the passer, so be it. That's not what you tell your guys. What you tell your guys is put the back of his pads in the dirt. I want to see the back of his jersey green. And that's fine. That also goes with the put the fear of God in this punk motherfucker. No, see, this is football. If you make the back nowadays, if you make the back of somebody's pads green, you're gonna get a couple of personal foul penalties anyway. So but it's the delivery, Brandon. If you say put the fear of God in them, and now remember, you're a coach, right? If you say put the fear of God in them, that's something different. If you say make his jersey green, I want to see the back of his jersey green, that implies something different. You can say it different. It's a different delivery. Okay. Well, look, I tell you what. You don't sound like you're sending people off to be a headhunter. Well, I would send motherfuckers off to be a headhunter. That's how I would approach. Now, like I said, that's why I said the NFL would suspend me because you would have the audio in the locker room. I'd be like, just like you had with Greg Williams for the Saints during Bounty Gate. I'd be like, that motherfucker ass. But anyway, let's go over the games. We've gone over Buffalo, Miami. We did that on Friday. Tua has already said he has no plans to retire. The Buffalo Bills beat the Miami Dolphins 31-10. Now we get to the Sunday games. First one on the scoreboard, and this was not by design. If you go back and look at Sports Plus Life on Tuesday, when I was giving out picks after the Buffalo game, the next game that I said was New Orleans versus Dallas. Oh boy. New Orleans versus Dallas. Yes. And what did me and Sean sit and tell you? You good? Yes, sir. What did me and Sean tell y'all for New Orleans versus Dallas? We both picked Dallas to win that game. But we both said, man, would we feel great if we had to take an L for that game. And did we take a happy L for that game? And I'm going to tell you, the reason why we picked New Orleans versus Dallas, the reason, man, you know what? Fuck all that. You know what? I'm sorry. Forgive me. But you know what? You guys know where I'm going to get up with this. Let me go over my week 2 wrap up. Forgive me. Okay, as we welcome Aaron in. What up, homie?
Yo, it was good, fellas.
Robert, and Robert, and again, Robert's schedule is not the post game show, but the guys who I have to show up, unfortunately, don't show up. And Robert is always here. So stand up, baby. So let's talk about before we get into New Orleans versus Dallas.
Hold on. First off, we might have to run to the store and get some tampons and some Kotex for the Cowboy fans.
Oh,
Yeah, dang.
do it.
Sure.
But let's talk about the weekend wrap up, because Robert, we immediately started talking about Pittsburgh versus Denver because I'm a Denver fan, you're a Steelers fan. Then we started talking about how sick the Bengals should be to their stomach, and I had to remind Robert that this is strictly football, not conspiracy theories. And as a Bengals fan, you should be sick to your stomach. But when I look at week 2 as a whole, New Orleans, who knew?
Yeah. I mean,
Minnesota, who knew?
Who was they playing?
Minnesota played the 49ers.
49ers, which
Damn.
Wow.
Baltimore, who knew?
Yeah. Not even sure. Yeah.
Seattle.
I called the Ravens.
Hold on, Rob. Seattle, new coach, who knew? 2-0, who knew? Dallas.
Who the Ravens played?
Dallas, we knew. Oh boy, did we know. We knew.
I can say Dallas.
Dallas, we knew. We just didn't know when. But
If I
knew.
If I had the money, I would have put money on them to lose.
Well, Rob, according to this sheet here, you did pick the Saints to win, so you were right.
I hate Dallas.
Allow me to say this.
How much did they lose by?
Oh, the Dallas got their ass.
Wow.
Let me get there. Okay,
They
I'm
got
trying to
curb
build it up. Stop asking questions. Shut the fuck up. Let me
New
get
Orleans
there.
said, put your teeth on the curb.
What'd you
Put your
say,
teeth on
Aaron?
the curb. I said, New Orleans said, put your teeth on the curb.
Dallas versus New Orleans.
Damn, teeth on the curb.
We saw New Orleans last week put up 47 points against the Carolina Panthers. And we was all like, yo, bro, man, look, New Orleans ain't that good. We were like, the Carolina Panthers may be the worst team in football. We didn't like, well, I said this on Tuesday. Is New Orleans 47 points good? I said, no, that's why I picked Dallas. Dallas is home opener, and then you find out yesterday, no Marshawn Lattimore for the Saints. The New Orleans Saints beat the Dallas Cowboys 44-19.
God damn.
Yep.
And New Orleans
Lattimore is one of their key pieces, won't he?
He's their top cornerback. And make no mistake about it. New Orleans could have put up 50 on Dallas.
Yeah.
They took their foot off the gas in the second half because the halftime score was New Orleans 35, Dallas 16. That was the halftime score, or maybe 19. Don't know. No. 35-16. Yeah. The New Orleans Saints. I picked Dallas, and this is one of those losses I was glad to have.
Dog.
New Orleans Saints beat the dog shit out the Dallas Cowboys. Maybe this is why Tony is not here. I don't know because Tony is a Cowboy fan. Look, I'm a Bronco fan, and we lost, and I'm here repping. Give a fuck, nigga. I'm a Bronco fan.
He couldn't deal with that chirping no way. So his chirping and the chirping of the
what the smoke detector?
Yeah.
Fire marshal.
Well, look, I don't know if that's why he's not here or not. But if that's why he's not here, I would simply say, come on, bro. You win some, you lose some. And sometimes you win some, and sometimes you get your ass beat.
Yeah.
And if you a Dallas Cowboy fan, first of all, the Dallas Cowboys had won 16 straight home regular season games. But the last time the Dallas Cowboys home fans saw them playing the game, they got the shit beat out of them by the Green Bay Packers in the playoffs. So at least Dallas Cowboys can say, hey, not much has changed when they play in Dallas. Because, but again, Aaron, let me start off by asking you this question. Is New Orleans this good?
From what I saw, and again, it's early. It's only game 2. I think Tom Brady mentioned it. It's September football. It's not always going to be pretty. But
Tom Brady sucks as a commentator, by the way.
he sounds like every other white guy to me. I didn't realize it was him till I looked. I'm being real with you. I was like, who is this? Oh, dang, he got a job that quick?
Yeah.
But both him and Matt Ryan. But honestly, I don't know if they're continuously 40-point plus players, but like we talked about it, Derek Carr is playing for a friend. He's playing for a leadership position.
We said this the other day. He's playing for his career.
He's playing for his career, and that boy played for his career. He played for that joint tonight. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing Amukamara. That boy, whoever got him on a fantasy team is they rolling in it tonight because that boy played out his ass. And
no. I don't think it was Amukamara. Alvin Kamara.
There you go, Kamara. That's his name. I knew I was gonna mispronounce it somehow. But
Kamara had 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, and even on the other side of the ball, New Orleans they were putting Dallas in their place. I mean,
Dallas had 1 touchdown. 1 touchdown and 4 field goals.
That boy Kamara is a goddamn freight train.
For 4 hours, we let you score once. Think about that. For 4 hours, multi-million-dollar contract, 6 foot plus 200-something pound men. We let you score.
That's embarrassing.
Come on now.
You got away with words, Rob.
You mean Aaron?
Hey,
he put Big Boy Bob. Okay.
It is what it is. I'm just saying that was an embarrassing game. I can see it on Dak's face. Dak.
Hey, bro, you know who came over to Aaron? You know who came over to my crib when that game was on at halftime? You know who came to my crib?
Who that?
Eddie. Eddie came to my crib. Now, Rob, you've never met Eddie. Eddie is, and me and Aaron have known Eddie for a long time. And Eddie is a diehard Cowboys fan. And he came over, and I thought he had knowledge of what was going on. He said, hey, man, we're going over the Cowboy game, bro. I said, hold up. I said, you're joking, right? He said, we're going over the Cowboy game, bro. I said, oh, y'all getting y'all ass whipped.
You had to break his heart.
He said, look, last time I watched the game, it was like 21. He said it was like 21-10. I don't know. New Orleans put up 2 more touchdowns after that. He said, wait a minute, halftime, bro? I mean, yeah, halftime, bro. And
we got to bring that man on the show.
When Dak got picked again, when Dak got picked by the Honey Badger, and Kamara scored another touchdown, you know what this nigga did? This nigga fell asleep. This nigga sat on my couch, fell asleep. I sat here and laughed my ass off.
With that Olay defense, play one of them clips with them with that Olay defense on that touchdown.
See.
Olay.
See, Rob. Hey, Aaron, Rob is not playing fair right now.
I ain't trying to. Hey, I don't advise nobody to play dirty.
Dallas, I love it. Come on, Aaron, look at this.
At some point in time, you gotta hit a motherfucker. Excuse my French.
Cowboys game. New Orleans got the Alvin Kamara touchdown on the first possession they had. Derek Carr all day to throw. Derek Carr.
Olay!
The N.O.
Olay!
Did we miss something with the Saints?
Just seconds ago.
What?
Rashid Shaheed.
Hold on. That ain't all. See, Rob started some shit now. Look at it. This how you hit a nigga. Bing. That's how you hit a nigga. Oh. That's how you
That was wicked.
This how you, and you know what I love the most about that hit? What I love most about that hit is that
It was clean. It was rough as hell.
It was no flag on it though.
It was rough as fuck.
But all seriousness, Now, all seriousness, I don't even want to get in. I don't even want to talk about Dallas Cowboys because, like I already said, all I needed to say. We knew. Like I said, I said that. Like I said, New Orleans, who knew? Minnesota, who knew? Baltimore, who knew? You know,
the Ravens won.
Seattle, who knew? Pittsburgh, who knew?
Yeah,
Pittsburgh, who knew?
Man,
Dallas.
I knew them niggas was going. I can't believe that shit. I just knew that your damn Broncos was gonna have it together.
Dallas, Aaron, we knew.
Well, yeah.
We knew. We just didn't know when, but we knew.
Oh, everybody knew.
No, but let's talk about the New Orleans Saints now for a minute. Aaron, remember I said this on Tuesday. I said I thought it was a two-team race in the NFC South between Atlanta and Tampa Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I talked to Calvin earlier. I talked to Calvin at the beginning of the day of football, and I told Calvin this was right when the Lions and Bucks had started. And by the way, and Calvin never wants to show his ass up on here. And Calvin he's a Bucks fan. He picked Detroit to win this game. When I got on the phone with Calvin at the beginning of the game, he said, we're not going to win this game. And Tampa Bay was winning at the point. And I said, you know what? I said, Calvin, whether you win this game or not, I said, I think the NFC South is going to be better than people realize. Let's talk about the New Orleans Saints. Are they this good? Again, you put up 47 against Carolina. Who cares? You put up 44 in Hold on, Rob. It's a question for Aaron. You put up 44 points in Dallas, where the Cowboys, the ultimate hype train. We all know what's up. Aaron, to his memory, has never. He's 31 years old. He's never seen Dallas be successful.
Nope. Ever since
never. But they're the ultimate hype train. The New Orleans Saints, sir, are they a team to be reckoned with?
Man, it's too early. Honestly, it's too early. You know what? I'm gonna take one of them ESPN NFL broadcaster type moves with this one. I'm gonna say, yeah, they are absolutely a team to be reckoned with. You've got a phenomenal offense. You've got amazing pieces that move around. Like I said, Derek Carr. I mean, he was always decent. Unfortunately, some injuries cost him a huge part of his career. But now I think he's making a comeback. You've got a phenomenal front line. Defense looks amazing. I don't see why they're not going to be a contender.
This is the New Orleans Saints. Last season, I know you remember, Aaron. Last season, I picked the Saints to win the division. I did not do this year because I thought Derek Carr Derek Carr lost me as a believer.
Yeah,
last season. And this is the Derek Carr and the Saints that I was looking for last season.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Rob, is New Orleans? Let's keep it at New Orleans versus Dallas. Is New Orleans this good?
All right, y'all boys. I'm gonna keep watching, but I got to slide. I got to go get the baby ready for bed. So I'm gonna highlight y'all. All right.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
So one thing that you'll always hear me preach is being able to run the football. You got to be able to get 10 yards whenever the hell you want, and the other team can't do nothing about it. And that boy, Alvin Kamara, he a big, and he's the running back.
He's not a big guy, but he's. Go ahead, keep going. I give him. Go ahead.
You say he's not big, but
he's not big, but he's not small either. He's kind of right in the middle of that.
Yeah, he's not a scant back, but he's not like a big bruiser either.
Right.
And you just said something else that I be hitting on, that offensive line. That offensive line. You need guys that can set blocks and hold that gap long enough for you to get there and hit your burst of speed. So so you can be up to speed and you can break through an arm tackle, right? You won't lose your balance when you get chipped, right? Guys know they're not gonna be able to tackle you. They just try to chip you and trip you or knock you into somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, if you can run the ball whenever you want, you put the defense on their heels, their ears are pinned back, and that's going to open up that throwing game. So now your receivers, they might not be A1, but because they're so scared, the defense is so scared of the run, now your receivers get a little break. You'll be able to throw somebody open that's not necessary. You'll be able to throw them NFL open. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That back shoulder fade is nasty as hell. And Carr got something to prove to the NFL because he done got done dirty a couple of times. So basically, sending him out there to the Raiders was putting him out to pasture. How many years he got on this contract?
Well, I don't know his current deal with New Orleans. I mean, because remember, he was drafted by the Raiders. He put up a lot of great numbers with the Raiders, but I don't know his current deal with the Saints. But the Saints, and even though the Raiders won today, the Saints got rid of Derek Carr for Jimmy Garoppolo, and Jimmy Garoppolo, who now isn't even in the NFL.
Right.
So if you are the New Orleans Saints, I mean, goodness gracious, the New Orleans Saints look like a world beater right now. So,
man, in the NFL, everything starts with your offensive line, and especially your left or your right tackle, whoever has to guard his backside, his blind side.
No question. So let's go to the next game, which I thought was going to be a very entertaining game. It did not disappoint. Tampa Bay at Detroit. They played in the playoffs last year. Same scenes, same teams. But this time, a different result. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the Lions 20-16. Tampa Baker.
The Lions lost?
The Lions lost this game. They lost this game 20-16 at home. Jared Goff had a couple of interceptions. Baker Mayfield was very good on his running the football. This is what I was telling Calvin earlier when I said y'all division, the NFC South, which includes New Orleans and Tampa Bay, may be better than people realize. So Tampa Bay is now 2-0 for the fourth straight year. Detroit falls to 1-1. Am I worried about Detroit? Nah.
But hold
I'm
on.
not worried about them.
So Tampa Bay quarterback is Mayfield.
Yeah.
And Mayfield is doing that running with the ball?
Baker Mayfield has been very impressive when that's not what he's known for. But in this game particular, he ran very well. It's not how many rush yards that he had. It was timely running.
Okay, I understand that too, but how many
rush yards did he have?
Yeah.
Give me a second. Let's see. Mayfield had matter of fact, Mayfield actually led Tampa Bay in rushing. 5 carries, 34 yards, 1 rushing touchdown. But the majority of that 34 yards came on one drive when Detroit had took the lead, and Tampa Bay absolutely had to have it. And he was tucking his head, making cuts, making runs, and he scored a touchdown off of it. So it wasn't effective.
Now you and I both know, okay, he won. You're not going to keep doing that shit.
No, you're not.
You're not going to keep doing that shit. Somebody going to goddamn take your head off of this bitch.
But see,
so
again,
then that means
situational running. That's not what he's looking for.
But you know where I'm going, because if teams feel like he's not capable of making his reads, and all you got to do is flush him out and let him feel comfortable with running, bam, knock his goddamn block the
Yeah,
fuck
but,
off.
but the reason why I don't see that happening to him is because that's not what he's known for. You're not going to draw up many plays for him to run the ball.
Yeah, but if what I'm saying, if you get everybody locked up, or you at least obscure his vision, and he can't see, and you get him uncomfortable, and he's forced to start to scramble. When you know and I know he come out that damn pocket one too many games trying to do that run shit, he gonna get fucked up. He ain't gonna make it the whole way.
Well, I don't see that happening because, again, that's not a part of his game. But what I will say is that a lot of people owe Baker Mayfield an apology. A lot of people thought that Baker Mayfield was finished after he left Cleveland. He went to Carolina. It didn't work out. Went to the Rams. We knew that he wasn't going to be the future quarterback of the Rams because he went there because Stafford was hurt right after the year they won the Super Bowl. But Baker Mayfield was seen as a shot commodity. He has resurrected. He came to Tampa Bay after Tom Brady left and did not drop the baton one bit, especially if you consider the way Tom Brady's last season in Tampa Bay went. Tom Brady's last season in Tampa, they were an under 500 team who happened to win the division. The division was horrible. Baker Mayfield comes in there. They're a team that's barely over 500, but they win the division, make the playoffs, and now he's come back out. He's 2-0. Again, that NFC South is a division that you may want to look out for. I said on Tuesday that I saw it as a two-team race between Atlanta and Tampa Bay. I'm wrong because New Orleans has been kicking ass and taking names.
I'll never have no faith. Wait, who the quarter is? Who the quarterback in
Atlanta's
Atlanta?
quarterback is Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, see, I'll never have no faith in Atlanta. Like it always seemed like a party town, party team, party city. Everybody just want to party. They don't never seem serious about sport. Maybe the Braves, but
yeah, the Braves won the World Series 2 years ago, so you know. But let's get on to the next game. Indianapolis at Green Bay. Now, most of us. Now, Robert, you were right about this game. I'll tell you, Rob Chandler, this little son of a bitch be picking games that we don't think you're gonna win. But I will tell you, when you look at the prediction league right now, it's a bunch of us who has 8 right, including myself. Rob has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, Rob, you done fell off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So Rob, you in the bottom tier. You started off at the top, but you did pick the Green Bay Packers to beat the Indianapolis Colts. Most of us you are one of a few who picked the Packers to beat. I'm gonna say more than you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 out of 15. So yeah,
you're not going to Lambeau and dictate to them up there.
Well, the reason why I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you. The
You
reason
might
why
beat their ass on the road, but you ain't gonna beat them at home. Not them.
The reason why most of us picked the Colts to win is because their quarterback got hurt in the game against Philadelphia. Their quarterback got hurt. Jordan Love got hurt against the Eagles. So Indianapolis came in this game pretty much fully healthy, but the Packers won. They implemented a run-first offense. They implemented pretty much a 70s, 80s style of football, and it worked.
Mm-hmm.
When it works against a quarterback who's only had 6 career starts. That's the quarterback.
Smash mouth shit.
Anthony Richardson for the Colts only had 6 career starts. So you can implement that and it can work. Now, I'm happy for the quarterback of the Packers, the backup quarterback, Malik Willis, because he played for Liberty. He was a first-round pick 2 years ago for the Titans, but the Titans decided to go with Will Levis. So Colts win. They're 1-1. The Packers lose. They're 0-2. No, I'm sorry. The Colts lose. The Colts lose. They're 0-2. The Packers win. They're 1-1. Forgive me. Next game, New York Jets at the Tennessee Titans. The Jets win. The Jets won that game. Both of us picked the Jets to win that game.
I ain't got no faith in the Titans neither.
I ain't got no faith in the Jets neither, to tell you the truth.
I got more faith in any other team but the Cowboys and the Titans.
Now, I ain't got no faith in the Jets, but the Jets won today. And I'm telling you, for these people who are looking for Aaron Rodgers to be the Aaron Rodgers who was the MVP and all this other stuff, bruh, this ain't that. He ain't that nigga right now. He's a 40-year-old quarterback coming off of an Achilles injury. And if y'all are looking for Aaron Rodgers to be that guy, now, again, the Jets won. Congratulations. They won a game that they were picked to win. Aaron Rodgers' stats, 18 for 30, 176 yards, 2 touchdowns. Okay.
18 for 30.
30 pass attempts, 18 completed, 176 yards. He averaged just under 6 yards per completion. That's not knocking your socks off.
How many years he got left on his contract?
No, well, he just signed, I believe, a 2-year deal with the Jets. So I think this may be the last year on his deal.
Yeah.
But you're playing against a guy, Will Levis, who keeps making unmistakably dumb decisions. Last week against the Bears, when he was getting sacked, he just threw the ball up and it got intercepted, returned for a touchdown. He did the same shit today.
Yeah.
So it's like, bruh, what are you doing? That's why I didn't pick the Titans. And I know Keys, my boy Keys, he told me that he likes the Titans roster. I do like the Titans roster too, except for the quarterback. On
Right.
to the next game, please. Upset City. Upset special. San Francisco 49ers play at the Minnesota Vikings. Whoa, boy.
I'm surprised them Niners took a L. Damn.
Go. Elaborate on it, my friend. Elaborate.
I can't. I ain't watched the game. And Lord, I know somebody that definitely do not want to hear about that. They hot right now. That they lost to them purple people eaters. Dude, hot.
Oh, I definitely watched the game, and I don't want to hear people say, well, it's because Christian McCaffrey wasn't there, because Christian McCaffrey won't there last week when the 49ers beat the shit out of the Jets. And I said earlier, the Minnesota Vikings 2-0. Who knew? Sam Darnold. Justin Jefferson did leave with an injury. That's interesting. We'll see where that goes, because Justin Jefferson is the best receiver in football. And he leaves with an injury after catching a 97-yard touchdown pass, which I showed earlier.
That's crazy.
But the Vikings, let's look at this division now. I understand only 2 games. Vikings 2-0. Packers win. They're 1-1. Detroit loses. The Bears are playing right now. So we have to see. So big win for the Minnesota Vikings. Again, 2-0. Who knew?
That's why you got to respect the Vikings now.
Yeah. Because I saw after their rookie McCarthy got hurt, who their rookie quarterback, even though I wouldn't have been a fan of starting him off the bat, I would have started Sam Darnold anyway. But, I mean, who knew with the Vikings? That's all I'm going to say. Who knew? Next game, Seattle at New England. The Seattle Seahawks win in overtime. The Seahawks win in overtime, 23-20. Both teams were 1-0 coming into the game. The Patriots, who nobody expected to beat the Bengals last week, they won, but they took Seattle into overtime, and Seattle is now 2-0. Seattle is 2-0. That's another who knew team, because Pete Carroll had been their coach for a very long time. I want to say since 2009. So, yeah, Pete Carroll had been their coach for a long time. So, Seattle now is 2-0. Geno Smith does his thing. And that's another division. That's another division in the NFC that you may want to pay attention to. because everybody assumes San Francisco 49ers, but you got to look at Seattle. They're 2-0. The Rams are 1-1, and I'm not really convinced with them, but it's the other team that they lost to today who may be the true dark horse, the Arizona Cardinals.
Damn, the Rams lost? Damn.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, the Cardinals they dangerous.
The Cardinals are very dangerous. The Cardinals are very dangerous. Now, let's get to the next game. The game do we really care about in this division? The Washington Redskins. I'm sorry. I mean, the DC Dickich. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, the Washington football team. Oh, I'm sorry. The Washington Commanders. They beat the New York Giants.
Wow. Them
They beat the New York Giants 21-18. Don't let the 21 points fool you. The 21 points for the Commanders came on 7 field goals. The Commanders did not score a touchdown, but they won the game. So I guess you take the win. You take that with a grain of salt. That's all I can say. Washington's 1-1. The Giants are 0-2. Fuck them. Next game, the Los Angeles Chargers at the Carolina Panthers. This is another quick one. Jim Harbaugh is 2-0 back in the NFL after coaching Michigan for damn near a decade. Congratulations. The Carolina Panthers stink. Suck. The Chargers beat the Panthers 26-3. The Panthers suck. I said this last week. If the Panthers are in position to draft in a top 3 draft position, Bryce Young will not be their quarterback. Even though they drafted him with the number 1 overall pick last year, the Panthers stink.
It's probably the coaching. It might be the ownership.
All of the above. All of the above. Because remember, the owner just had to sell the team 2 years ago. You know who was trying to buy the team? Diddy.
Michael Jordan. Diddy was trying to buy. Oh, I think I heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Was trying to buy a team, get some guys together.
Mm-hmm. So, congrats, Chargers. They may be a little better than what I thought they were. They're 2-0. The Panthers are 0-2. And on to motherfuckers, the next game, on to motherfuckers who will remind you of Diddy. The Cleveland Browns, led by Deshaun Watson, winning to Jacksonville. And I call Cleveland to win this game. The reason why I call Cleveland to win this game is because allegations were coming up all over again about Deshaun Watson from shit that happened back in 2020 when he was a member of the Texans. And Sean came on here Tuesday and very comedically said, man, boy, he sucks so bad that the Browns are trying to find reason. They're trying to dig up new evidence to get this motherfucker suspended. So I took it as this motherfucker better win this game. And he didn't win it by much. The Browns won 18-13. But while we constantly talk about the bad play,
lost. Damn.
The Jaguars lost. The Browns won. But while we constantly talk about, I'm going to say this. While we constantly talk about the bad play of Deshaun Watson, and really, and not just, we talk about Deshaun Watson for his issues on and off the field. When are we going to talk about Trevor Lawrence for the Jacksonville Jaguars? Mm-hmm. Trevor Lawrence, who comes from the same college. Trevor Lawrence is the one who followed Deshaun Watson at Clemson. But Trevor Lawrence, who was a number 1 overall pick, who ever since midseason, Trevor Lawrence is 0-7, his last 7 starts.
Damn.
He lost his last 6 games of last season. He lost his last 5 games of last season and lost his first 2 of this season. So when are we going to – we talk about Deshaun Watson again ad nauseum for his bad football play. When are we going to talk about Trevor Lawrence? When? Cleveland won a game that a lot of people picked them to lose because nobody believes in Deshaun Watson as a football player anymore. I picked Cleveland to win because I'm like, Deshaun Watson, nigga, you better win. You better win. And he didn't play spectacular, but his team won.
Winning cures a whole bunch.
Winning cures all when it comes to sports, my boy. So when are we going to talk about Golden Boy Lawrence, who can't seem to win? So Cleveland
that's not the narrative that the NFL and the pundits want to run with.
I guarantee, and you know what? I don't disagree with you, but I guarantee if you watch a couple of these sports shows tomorrow, that will be a topic of conversation.
You think it will?
Oh no, it will be because of the not just because you look at the matchup, only because of the matchup between Cleveland and Jacksonville, and you talk about two quarterbacks, one quarterback who had the most guaranteed money ever until Dak Prescott. We saw what he looked like today. And the other, Trevor Lawrence, who's gotten an over $200 million contract as well, but over the last almost half a season hasn't won a game. So while we talk about Deshaun Watson, hey, because if you look at Cleveland's roster from top to bottom, they may have the best roster in the NFL. But the problem, their issue has been at quarterback. So Deshaun Watson won today against Trevor Lawrence. When are we going to start talking about Trevor Lawrence? Of why this motherfucker keep on sucking ball sack when it comes to winning football games. So Cleveland goes to 1-1. Jacksonville goes to 0-2. Upset of the day in Baltimore, Maryland.
The Ravens.
The Las Vegas Raiders went into Baltimore and beat the Baltimore Ravens 26-13.
God damn.
Knew.
Who the fuck knew? That's crazy.
The Ravens were up 23-13 in the fourth quarter after a Derrick Henry touchdown and allowed Gardner Minshew.
Look at all these L's I took this week. Damn.
Yeah, you're looking like a piece of shit, Bo. Yeah, you're looking like a piece of fucking shit, Bo.
I went from sugar to shit.
Oh, you went from sugar to shit real quick, you shit-ass sugar nigga. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Now, sir, I need to take a quick potty break. So what I want you to do, since it's you on here, I want you to enlighten the people. This is me giving you your moment right quick. Address us in what happened today with the possible assassination attempt.
Oh, I'm going to have to get caught up on it because I was busy most of the day.
Oh, no. Tell me what you do know.
All I know is he got shot at again. That's all I know.
More.
I haven't been able to do my research all the way on it. I'll catch up later on tonight. I'll be able to tell you something definitely by Friday.
Where did this happen at?
I have no idea. I have no idea. Oh no, he was on the golf course. Yeah, dude. He was on the golf course at he was somewhere on the golf course golfing.
And what else? Where? What state?
I can't remember what state, so I can't say exactly. All I know is the Secret Service seen the people. It was shooting at them as soon as they seen a what they thought was the barrel of a gun, and it went differently.
How differently did it go?
I don't know the whole story yet to repeat it, so I can't put out.
I'm sorry. What did it mean to repeat it?
What?
What do you mean it repeated?
Yeah, just that. I don't know enough of the details to give a narrative yet to an audience.
Okay, because I got a text message from Kia saying that Trump that somebody tried to assassinate this motherfucker again.
Yeah.
Okay. And I had heard about it because I looked at your text on the chat, and I told you, remember, this is not a Trump chat, but since
Right.
I needed to take a piss break, let's talk. Go ahead and talk about it. Because once the camera comes back on me, we back on football. So say
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, well, we could go back to football, but all I'm saying is, I'm when I heard about it, and I was out most of the day, and I wasn't looking at my phone. But I came in, so I had about an hour or two, maybe, because I had to walk somewhere and go and make a run right quick to go see a man about a horse. So I made it back. I only had a little bit of time to really focus on what happened and hear a little bit of it before the show started. So yeah, I don't know enough of the details already about what happened.
Did you just say you went to see somebody about a horse?
Yeah. Don't worry about it. I just had to go make a run right quick.
No. The fuck you seeing somebody about a horse for?
I had to go get my weed, man. Damn.
Oh, well, I mean, look, you ain't gotta hide that from us. I mean, okay. I mean, look, I ain't the police, nigga, and I ain't sending the police at you.
I ain't worried about nobody. I ain't worried about the police.
Yeah, to get some chronic, I get it.
I got a cannabis card.
Exactly. So exactly, you don't need to hide that shit.
And it's
Unless
September, October, November. I'm coming up. I might have to renew it. We'll see. It's only $77. No, it's gonna be $99, or it might be $70.
So all it costs you is $99 to get your weed shit renewed.
No, I think it's $70 to get it renewed.
That's it.
Yup.
Man, come on. And how much you got to pay for that weed? Oh, you still have to pay for the weed though, right?
Yeah, but you need the license so you be legal.
Right, but that way you ain't got to worry about the bullshit.
Just don't keep more than an ounce on you. Don't drive with a lit blunt. It'd be considered a DUI.
Come on now, tell my potheads what's up. I got people in here in my chat who potheads. Let them know what it is.
Most potheads already know. So when it's just some shit you just not gonna do. You can't get caught with more than an ounce on you. You can grow up to a certain amount of plants.
Yeah.
But yeah, now back to this football.
Let's back to this football because we covered all of the early games. The Baltimore Ravens, again, I'm not worried about them, but it's like, you know why I'm not worried about them? Because the Ravens do this at least once a year. I just didn't think it would be this early. The Ravens have a team come into Baltimore and steal a game that they shouldn't steal. So I'm not. Right. I just didn't think it would be this early. I'm still not worried about them. But when I look at that division, wow, because it's the two teams that we thought would be dominating the division, the Ravens and the Bengals, who are 0-2, and the other two teams. Now, people thought that Cleveland would be in the mix, so they're 1-1, no issues there. But a lot of people didn't think that Mike Tomlin and the Steelers would be where they're at. And it's just a testament to Mike Tomlin and his coaching. I mean, the Steelers, you can never count these some bitches out.
Ever, because I just knew they was going to lose to y'all.
I didn't know that. Oh, well, my cousin just hit me up in regards to your cannabis comment. This is my cousin who lives in Minnesota. What up, Vikings fan, WT? He said, we grow what we need here in Minnesota. They smoking that true purple they smoking that true purple haze.
Yeah. No, they with the shits in Minnesota. They all right.
Yeah, well, we need less George Floyds in Minnesota. How about that? Anyway, Let's get to the late games. We've already talked about the Arizona Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals versus the Los Angeles Rams. The Arizona Cardinals curb stomped the Rams 41-10. Marvin Harrison Jr., who made his NFL debut last week, only had 1 catch for 4 yards. How about today, 4 catches for $130 and 2 touchdowns? Marvin Harrison Jr., ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the motherfucking NFL. Matter of fact, let's see what Marvin Harrison Jr. had to say to these niggas out here in motherfucking football land. No. We ain't talking about the hit shit, biatch. Let's talk about this. This is Marvin Harrison Jr. again, folks. Yeah.
Hey. Cardinals could be a dark horse. Oh. Marvin Harrison Jr. Hey.
Yo, tell me this nigga did not
Welcome to the NFL, dog.
This nigga slid a good 5 to 7 yards with a nigga drug. He drugged that nigga. I know I seen what I seen. I had to make sure I was seeing what the fuck I was seeing. This nigga jumped and drugged him and the nigga. He jumped and drugged him and the nigga into the end zone.
Hold up, you guys see the
Hey. Cardinals could be a dark horse.
He was trying to break that motherfucking leg.
Oh, Marvin Harrison Jr. Hey, welcome to the NFL, dog.
He was trying to break that boy's leg.
To the NFL, dog. Lady in the street, but a freak in the bed.
Hey, look, I said the Cardinals may be a dark horse, and I truly mean that because I said Chicago will be a dark horse, and I may have been caught up in the Caleb Williams sauce. I need to change that because the Cardinals, Kyler Murray, I was watching him during this game. I watched pretty much all of this game. This motherfucker's a video game player. And what I mean is if you look at Kyler Murray, like they had a camera angle on him, the way it was if you was playing Madden, and the way he was escaping and eluding the quarterbacks, this motherfucker is a video game player on the field. It is hard to catch this dude. And I think the Cardinals, because remember, people forget the Cardinals, if you look at their record from last year, it was so bad because Kyler Murray missed the first 3 quarters of the season. He's fully healthy coming into this year. They are going to be a very exciting team. I picked them to win last week.
Don't do no dumb shit.
I picked them to win last week against Buffalo, and they lost by 6 points. And they were up 17-3 on Buffalo.
Damn.
So I think the Cardinals are going to be a dark horse team. And I think the Rams are still going to be a very good team. That's, again, another division. NFC West. We just wanted to – well, not going to say we. But I just thought, hey, 49ers, hey. Even though I thought the Rams were sneaky, look at Seattle, 2-0. Look at the 49ers. The rest of the division is 1-1. Seattle 2-0, San Francisco, Arizona, the Rams 1-1. But if it's a team but to me, the scariest team out of those 4 that I just named is Arizona. They're scary. The Cardinals are a scary team because Kyler Murray's a scary quarterback. And now you've gotten his de facto number 1, and that was his number 1 draft pick, Marvin Harrison Jr. You get him going, the Cardinals are scary.
Bruh, that man drugged him and that defensive man. He leaped in the air. That could have potentially. So what the defensive did, what I saw that he did, he purposely grabbed him by one leg, not to injure him, but to highly impede his movement.
We're gonna look at this again with no sound. Go ahead, Rob.
But the nigga leaped, and his forward leap carries both of them into the end. What the this right there?
That's crazy, right?
Crazy as fuck.
Again, like I said, Arizona
Right
is
there.
scary because you have a quarterback
Damn.
like Kyler Murray. You have a quarterback
peeped
like
right
Kyler Murray.
before.
Look at this. Here we go. Yeah.
Bro, that's goddamn 6 yards. How the fuck is you supposed to goddamn tackle a motherfucker that can leap and goddamn and you on him? He was on him. That won't no movie magic. I know that was not script. That was goddamn real. How the fuck is you supposed to stop a motherfucker that can leap 6 yards with you still on him? You were supposed to yank that boy leg out the goddamn socket.
I'm glad he
He
did.
damn near dead. And it wasn't nothing dirty about that play, but I mean, still, most, you know, you and I both know most guys grabbing that one leg like that is a safe tackle. It would have been the end of it was a big play, but it would have ended, but it wouldn't have been a touchdown. This motherfucker said, Stretch Armstrong. Gotta get it from my dad.
Yeah, right. Stretch Armstrong. That's a good analogy. Who's gonna win the Chicago game? Sorry, I'm so late, WT. I think the Texans are gonna win. Oh, I didn't even know. Okay, so the Texans are up.
I feel sorry for Marvin Harrison Jr. girlfriend. You do her dirtball dirty.
What?
That's what he did to her for a touchdown. He told her, come here and just grow on her ass.
You know what? Shut the fuck up. The next game the next game to go to is Pittsburgh versus Denver. We pretty much talked about that earlier. Pittsburgh wins 13-6. It was the eyesore of a game to watch. We have out of 60 minutes of football, we have one touchdown and a bunch of field goals. This is again, it was another Mike Tomlin special. I got my Denver Bronco colors on because I'm a real fan. I don't give a fuck. I mean, we lost, but it is what it is. You know, I've been a disappointed Bronco fan for the last 9 years now.
Who the Bears playing?
The Bears are playing right now. They're playing the Texans.
What's the score?
10-3 Texans.
Damn.
So again, Pittsburgh is 2-0 in the division with Baltimore, Cincinnati, and Cleveland. All of which Cleveland is 1-1, but the Ravens and the Bengals are 0-2.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's nuts.
Go ahead, Steeler Nation.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you're still a nation, stand up. But let me ask you a question now. Is it Justin Fields' job or is it Russell Wilson's job?
Who won this game?
Justin Fields has been your starter for the first two. That's some real shit right there, though, bro. Who won this game?
we know how Mike Tomlin do. So it's quarterback by committee till you goddamn submit your shit. Okay. We know that.
Okay.
If you just the quarterback for right now. It's you just the quarterback for right now. It ain't your team. You just the quarterback for right now. So.
Okay. That's some real ass shit, though.
Yeah,
I ain't mad at you.
If something happen, what's gonna have to happen? Now you're gonna need Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
I keep saying, who won this game? I ain't mad at you. I ain't even mad at you. Your team sits in first place. I'm a Pittsburgh fan, you know that. Your team sits by itself in first place in what's supposed to be the toughest division in football. Even though right now, I'd have to make my case that maybe the NFC South of all divisions may want a word with you, sir, because of the play of the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And honestly, I could say maybe the AFC West wants a word with you.
Maybe the
The
Cardinals.
Kansas City Chiefs, who should have lost, but the Los Angeles Chargers.
The Chiefs are never gonna lose.
The Raiders are 1-1. Of course, that leaves the only team in the AFC West who hasn't won a game is mine. Yeah, the Broncos in the AFC West. We got the Chiefs 2-0, the Chargers 2-0, the Raiders 1-1, the Broncos 0-2. Well, how do you like it? And the host of this show is a diehard Bronco fan. Ain't that a bitch? But it is what it is. It is what it is. And, of course, the last game we go to is Cincinnati, Kansas City. We talked about this game at the beginning of the show, too. 4th and 16. Cincinnati, you should be sick to your fucking stomach. But I will say this. If there's one team in the AFC, if there's one team in the AFC who has absolutely zero fear of Patrick Mahomes, Arrowhead Stadium, and the Kansas City Chiefs, it is the Cincinnati Bengals. Because I'm sure the Bengals are sick to their stomach, but they walk out of here saying, yeah, we may be 0-2. So is Baltimore. Our division is up for the task. I can't wait to see Kansas City again. And you didn't have your second best receiver in T. Higgins. I guarantee you the Cincinnati Bengals are saying, boy, I can't wait to see them motherfuckers again. Because when it comes to styles make fights, and for whatever reason, when the Bengals meet the Chiefs, the Bengals had the Chiefs' number. When Burrow meets Mahomes, Burrow got his number. You lost today. Wasn't because of Burrow that you lost. It was because of a bullshit penalty and a drop pass. But it is what it is. Kansas City is 2-0. I guarantee you, when the playoffs come, Kansas City is going to be saying this. Can we please not see Cincinnati in the playoffs? Please. Please. That's the one team in the NFL who has zero fear of the Kansas City Chiefs. Matter of fact, if I'm Cincinnati should be like, y'all scared of us. We don't mind seeing y'all. We come see y'all all the time. Y'all don't want to see us.
You said no fear gear.
Yeah. If there's one team in the NFL who says, bring it on, Patrick Mahomes, it's Joe Burrow and the Bengals.
That's crazy.
It is. I'm serious.
You would think they would be the first team to.
Well, Cincinnati's beaten them in the AFC Championship game before. Burrow's record against Mahomes is 3 wins, and now today officially 2 losses. So it's 3-2. Like I said, if it's one team and one quarterback who is not scared of the Kansas City Chiefs at all, it's Burrow and them Bengals. I don't know why. But I tell you what, it is one player that the Cincinnati Bengals are missing that you shouldn't have got rid of. And he's playing right now on TV. That's the running back, Joe Mixon. Should have never let him go. Because you missed that last drive when you wanted to keep the ball out of Patrick Mahomes' hands. That's when you missed him. That's when you missed him. That's when you miss Joe Mixon. That's when you miss Tyler Boyd.
They said, what you won't do for love.
But I guarantee you this. If you're the Cincinnati Bengals and you got the Kansas City Chiefs in another 4th and 16 situation, send pressure. Send pressure. Don't run a prevent defense and give Mahomes all the time in the world. Especially with the way the rules are now.
Didn't we go over this about pressing Mahomes? You press Mahomes and give up goddamn 10, 15, 30 yards. That's why you go to a prevent. You keep everything in front of you.
See, you're wrong. You're wrong with that, Rob. You don't go to a prevent defense on a quarterback like Mahomes. You don't drop 6 or 8 people in coverage. I tell you, because the reason why is because of exactly what happened. He threw the ball up, and you got a lucky interference call. 4th and 16. I don't give it. You have to understand who you're dealing with.
4th and 16. He throws the ball up, knowing something was gonna happen that's gonna go their way.
But the thing is, he threw it up with all the time in the world to survey the field. What I'm saying, if you send pressure, you make him uncomfortable. Maybe he throws that ball up and it's not catchable, or it gets intercepted before it even gets close to the receiver who was intended for.
See, ouch, damn it. What I want to impress upon you is that pressing Mahomes is like pressing Jordan.
Really?
Yeah, like that. His
You know
field awareness.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
His field awareness. Did like I ain't a whole Patrick Mahomes fanboy, but what I do know is when the pressure's on, he's at the stove. He ain't in the pot. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
He's like what's his Brett Favre.
You know why I disagree with you on the Jordan comparison? Let me tell you why. Because Patrick Mahomes can avoid the tackler and he can throw the pass. He can't make the catch. In a situation of Michael Jordan, this is why when I see people compare Brady to Jordan or LeBron or anything like that, that fucking shit is laughable to me. Because for one, you should never compare a quarterback to an NBA player, because an NBA player can play both sides of the court. They can play offense and defense. They can be all-world offense and they can be all-world defense. That will never happen in the history of football with an NFL quarterback. So when you say Patrick Mahomes in the Jordan aspect, no, because Patrick Mahomes can make the pass. He can't catch the catch. Michael Jordan could make the move.
The quarterback cannot catch the catch, but a quarterback can throw you open. That's the purpose of the back shoulder fade. And you showed that in one of your clips. Like, how the boy catch that damn ball? He threw that ball only on, and that takes skill, practice, and his timing to be able to throw a football over a motherfucker head and have it land right here in his chest.
It can, but at the same time, a football can land right in your chest and the motherfucker can still drop it.
Yeah, but that motherfucker didn't drop it.
But what I'm saying, that person did it in highlight that I told you. But again,
that shit was beautiful.
You can throw a perfect pass
like this, and
you can throw a perfect pass and it still be dropped. If you're Michael Jordan or a basketball player, if you're Michael Jordan or Magic Johnson or LeBron James, you can shoot if you shoot the shot and it go in, they ain't got shit to do with nobody else.
They drop passes in the NBA too.
But really, Rob? Really?
But listen, a good quarterback can get the receiver open and put the receiver in a position.
But you're still dependent upon that receiver to make the catch.
I understand that, but the one thing that a quarterback has to do that an NBA player doesn't have to so much work, well, maybe on a pick, is leading your receiver into a dangerous situation. Now in basketball, the most dangerous situation you might run into, depending on where you at on the court, is a pick and roll, depending on who delivering it. You might catch an elbow. You might have to run through a motherfucker chest. A motherfucker might run through your chest.
Bruh.
You might catch a wing. You might give a wing.
I feel you, but I will never, ever put a quarterback. I don't give a fuck how great he was.
Okay, can we move on? You made your point.
I'm just saying, I will never put a quarterback on the same plethora as an NBA player. Because again, an NBA player let's put it this way. You respect the fuck out of Hakeem Olajuwon, right?
Who doesn't? If you don't know basketball, if you don't respect the fuck
Exactly.
out of Akeem Olajuwon,
Hakeem Olajuwon could go get you 40 points, right? That's on the offensive end, right?
easy,
But he could go get you 6 blocks too.
hands down.
Exactly. So in a position of an NBA of an NFL quarterback, could Tom Brady could go get you 7 touchdown passes, couldn't he?
He can also get you. Well,
No.
he could get you 3 or 4 turnovers too.
Right? He gets you 7 touchdown passes, but could he get
He
you 4?
can throw the ball. He can't catch it. Yes, Brandon. Yes.
No. I said 7 touchdown passes. That means his receivers are catching the ball. But could he go get you 4 interceptions?
He can do that too.
Tom Brady could get you 4 interceptions.
I mean, we could Google it.
When the fuck did Tom Brady ever play Robert, shut the fuck up. Because when the fuck did Tom Brady ever play defense for 1 snap in the NFL? You totally trying to dilute my point.
I'm not diluting your point, but if you listen to what I'm saying, a quarterback that's sloppy with the ball, that's giving away the ball. That's an interception.
But I tell you what, there's been plenty of games where Tom Brady was sloppy with the ball, but Belichick's defense kept him in the game to win it. That's what I'm saying. I will never put a NFL quarterback on the same tier as an NBA player or a baseball player, because those individual players play offense and defense. Like I said, Akeem Olajuwon could get you 40 points. Tom Brady could get you 7 touchdown passes. Akeem Olajuwon could get you 6 blocks and 5 steals and 18 rebounds. That's all on the defensive side of the ball. Well, for the rebound part mostly. Tom Brady can't do that. Tom Brady can't get you 10 tackles or 5 interceptions. He can't do that. He can't. I don't care how many Super Bowl rings he won. He played on one side of the ball. Like I said, people want to glorify Brady, and we all know why. For the most part, we all know why. The people who want to put him over Jordan, we all know why. Tom Brady can't hold a candle to Michael Jordan, the athlete, or LeBron James, the athlete, or Magic Johnson, or Shaquille O'Neal, or Kobe Bryant. He can't hold a candle to them, the athlete. Please.
Hold on. First off, let's go back to something that you said that I find to be very, very important. We do not want to idolize these people. We do not want to idolize these people or put them on no kind of pedestal at all. But the most a good quarterback can do is throw some guys open and manage the game and not lose the game. So I mean, not making bonehead plays, knowing the clock, situation game awareness, limiting turnovers, just good positive football play. As long as you got a quarterback to do that, that's winning. When the Eagles play Monday night.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you there, boy? You got the goody Grinch.
I'm looking at the prediction league as far as today so far. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people who had 8 right, and we had 1 person who had 9. That was Aaron, who was on here earlier. I had 8, David had 8, Tony had 8, Marcus had 8, Shantae had 8, Smoke had 8. Everybody else is under that. So as it stands right now, Aaron right now is in the lead of everybody. I'm talking about as a whole, because he was behind Eddie. He was behind Eddie, and Eddie, if I'm not mistaken, only had, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and Aaron had 9. So Aaron right now is 1 ahead. Let's see. Eddie called blah 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 blah. Eddie called Chicago to win tonight. Aaron called Houston to win, so that lead could be stretched. So now we are done with the football segment, sir. Before we exit, you want to have your moment to talk your shit.
About what? Some football?
No, I'm giving, because it's just me and you on here, I'm giving you the green light to talk your shit.
I don't know enough about the assassination yet to talk about it.
Okay. Well, fair enough. Well, all right. Well, no problemo. So I can exit and have me some dinner, and my kids are just about to go to sleep. So no, that's no problemo. We've been on here for an hour and a half. Sports Plus Life post-game show. A whole lot to talk about. Again, we talked about it. Tua. Now, I will say this. We didn't talk about this. You saw the Dolphins-Bills game. You saw Tua have the concussion. Tua has come out publicly and said that he has no plans to retire. Do you think that's a mistake?
That's a big mistake. That's a big mistake.
And elaborate.
Because he's at the point where other players are pointing out at how Ocho and Unc pointed out when he got hit, he immediately went into that position and seized up. His legs went long.
Right.
His arms is tightened up and everything.
Right.
Man, that nigga need to go ahead. Hey, look, man, get them people that damn money back. Your life.
No. And he don't have to give them but so much of money back, because there was a bunch of that money that was guaranteed. But go ahead.
Go ahead. Give them that money back. Whatever you got to get them back. Get them that money back and walk away from football while you can still walk.
While you can still function.
While you can still walk on your own. Fuck around and get hit like that is, hey, look, this is the NFL. You're going to get hit. Right? Now they got rules and shit in place, and guys really do try to do their job, but in how many 16, 18 games?
Mm-hmm.
The regular season, the 18 games? Or 16?
No, it's 17 now.
17 in 17 games. You're gonna get hit once or twice, bro. Okay?
Oh yeah.
You're gonna get hit once or twice. And it's not so much as him being a cupcake, but it's the thing is, once you've gotten a head injury, once you've been knocked out, it becomes a lot easier to get knocked out.
Oh yeah.
And it's nothing personal. You just got robbed, bro. They didn't take care of you the way they should have earlier on in your career. Now, if you get fucking hit, you know,
oh yeah,
fuck a fucking football.
Fuck.
How many kids you got?
I don't know how. Oh, he got 2 kids.
Man, fuck football. There is nothing to be able to look in your kids' face and know their names, or you be able to touch them and hug them and shit, and they ain't got to help you brush your teeth or put your socks and shoes and pants and shit on. You need to go check AI. Not Bubba.
Like artificial intelligence?
No, the other Isaiah, the other Isaiah Thomas.
Oh, IT.
Yeah, IT. My bad. Yeah, go talk to IT and let them talk to some of them NBA players. Talk and motherfucker. Hey, that shit is real. Any professional athlete, talk to him. Hey, bro, this shit is real. The CTE shit, that shit is real. Not having to having to eat Quaaludes 6-7 times a day. That shit is real, bro. Yeah. Needing to be rolled around in the wheelchair and shit. Fuck a football.
Well, since we're talking about athletes outside of football, have you heard about Adrian Peterson? He had to start selling his assets.
No, damn. Wow.
Okay, well, let me play this video for a second. You talked about and Ocho, so let's hear about it, and you tell me to stop when you're ready.
His assets to pay for it. According to the USA Today, a Houston judge has ordered AP to surrender the property to satisfy the debt. Constables have been ordered to seize assets from his home. A court-appointed receiver has accused Peterson of playing a shell game in order to avoid payment. Ocho, man, AP, bro, you made $100 million, and then he borrowed. I think he borrowed like $5 million in like 2 years the interest. So when you borrow money like that, you got to pay like 20-25% interest, Ocho. So it went from $5 million to like $8 million in 3 years. It might be 50% interest. Ocho, but then you throw a birthday party and you fly everybody. I wish I might have a birthday party, and I fly y'all in to come to my party. Where they do that at? You got Campbell, you got Tigers. You thought he was talking for real.
Man, listen, you know how I am. The chat know, hell, the goddamn world know how I am when it comes to finances. And I don't play that. I don't play that. Listen, being in this situation is very important. I wish him well and hoping everything turns out in his favor. I'm not sure how this works.
It ain't gonna turn out in his favor. He owed $12 million.
I mean,
and for the little stuff, he ain't got it.
Rob, we talk about money on here.
He about to get an OnlyFans. Maybe he can hook up with P. Diddy.
No.
He can take some Tusi.
Tusi? No, we don't want the Tusi.
He can take some Tusi and do something strange for a little piece of change.
We don't want the Tusi for AP.
He can go ahead and put a skirt on, get some Tusi.
We don't want that for AP.
Get down with Diddy.
No, we don't want that.
Did it. Damn. You better do something.
No, we don't want that. We don't want that.
That's scary, the money them boys be playing with.
You talking about Tusi and you rapping fab shit, and no, we don't want that. We don't want that for AP. I wish that AP would. Why I don't know why AP doesn't be like a football coach.
Man, that one situation with him just disciplining his own kid, and however the hell that went.
That was 10 years ago. That was 10 years ago.
Yeah, but you know how petty the media and people are, especially the media, to remind people of the shit.
If you say so.
Make the man look like a whole damn child abuser when he just disciplined his own child. Nothing strange about that.
Oh, I don't agree. I don't disagree with that, but that has nothing to do with none of that stuff, bro. That has nothing to do with none of that, bro. That was when he had $100 million in his bank account, bro.
You know, and I know that you talking that bullshit. And that boy go right now and go and try to fill out to be some kind of coach in some kind of rec league or some or any kind of coach professional.
I literally was just saying that, nigga.
People in the media is gonna goddamn
crucify him.
At least for goddamn the first 6 weeks. At least till he win.
All right, well, let's continue.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope he does. I hope he has some. I hope he has some.
How you take out a loan to throw yourself a birthday party? You better, you better go down there and get about 5 or 6 dozen crabs and some shrimp and say, here you go. Who takes out a loan to throw themselves a birthday party unless you're what? Trying to impress the party goers.
I don't know. That's crazy, man. 100. Damn, man.
Ocho, Ocho, you throw a birthday
No
party
means
and you bring in
taking care
what he
of his
fly in?
body.
300 people, 300 guests? He
What?
flew in 300 guests. I don't know 300 people. If I'm 56, I don't know 300 people. And I damn sure don't know enough of people to fly their ass to my event.
Right.
Man, you think I know 300 buckets, 300 burns?
Man.
Hell no.
That's messed up, man.
He flew in 320 people. Ocho, check this out, Ocho.
Yeah.
But guess how he flew them?
Not private.
First class.
Oh. Is there any way? Oh, can he just file bankruptcy?
How many times you gonna file that?
Hey, so if you ain't got no money, it's hard to file bankruptcy if you ain't got no money. Because guess what? Your credit gonna be shot. So what
Right.
you gonna put up? What you gonna put up for collateral?
Damn.
I mean,
Rob, even if you file, even if you file bankruptcy, how many times you gonna file bankruptcy? Though?
I mean, that's a tool of the wealthy too. Filing bankruptcy.
Of course, because it gets your creditors off your ass.
Yeah. So you can definitely look to him to do that.
What I'm saying is, this isn't the first time that we've heard about him in debt. You've been hearing about this with him for the last 6-7 years, even while he was still playing football. So I'm pretty sure he's filed bankruptcy before. That's what I'm saying. How many times are you going to file bankruptcy, bro?
He gonna keep filing bankruptcy till they won't let him. Till we got nothing else left to take. And then you got to understand too, when you wealthy, you reach a different level of broke. Because of course you might have been famous and wealthy.
Excuse me, nigga. Goddamn, I'm just like,
Excuse me, you might have been famous and wealthy and had a good little run.
when you wealthy, you don't get in this predicament.
You
never find yourself in this situation.
You might have came up real quick and been on a good little run for maybe 6 months, 6 weeks, 6 years, and then along the way you'd have made some friends, you'd have made some enemies, you got a couple of baby mamas, and when the money gone, or when your little 15 minutes of fame is up, now you back to reality and you stuck with real life. So yeah, or do you still have money coming in? Yeah, you might still have money coming in. Do you still have
He ain't got nobody coming in, bro?
Yeah, but I'm sure that's what I'm trying to explain to you. There's a different level of broke when you're wealthy.
He's not wealthy, bro. That's what I'm saying. I understand what you're saying. No, I understand what you're saying, but I'm talking about in his situation. He's not wealthy. He never was wealthy. Or when he was wealthy, he pissed it away. He was rich, who's now broke. I'm not saying he's poor, but he's not wealthy.
Right.
Because wealthy people never
now,
find themselves in this position.
So now, basically, instead of being a millionaire, he back to middle class.
Yeah. Which,
that's what I'm trying to, yeah.
Which to us is not a problem.
Right. So
when you used to having extravagant parties where you fly in, hundreds of people in on first class and all of this shit.
If you pause for just a minute, you might learn something.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens is when you worth that kind of money, right, and you got to file bankruptcy, they start moving assets around. Your lawyer starts moving assets around for you and whatnot, right? So you're going to claim something. Yeah, he going to pay something, but you get to ball all of that up and start over again, get your creditors off your back, whatever child support, whatever you got to pay, get that lined up. And then, because the whole thing is, he ain't no money to nobody in debt. So you got to let him get out of debt. If she wants some child support money, she going to have to work with him to get him out of debt so motherfuckers will fuck with him again. Cause nobody's gonna fuck with him as long as they know like he got this serious thing where he could go to jail over some damn child support. So basically she can't bite the hand that's gonna feed her. You can't goddamn crucify the man for fucking child support to get some goddamn money. Now he old and washed up and you can't get the money no more. Okay, deal with it. But you can't throw him in jail neither. So you gotta bide your time and he gotta bide his time till something else can come up or somebody will want to mess with him so he can get some income coming in. Can't get blood from a turnip.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, I mean, eloquently spoken. All right.
Like the more people just say, hey, can we get this? The more women just say, what I'm gonna get it with ass and mouth? We ain't got no money. What am I paying with it for? What am I gonna pay with it? What am I going to pay to get what you're asking for?
Right.
So if he doesn't have, the thing is, the best thing to have if you don't have money is to have great credit. You can have effed up credit if you got money. You see how that works?
Yeah.
Boy, and them people don't care. Hey, and think about it. Anytime you try to buy something, what they gonna do? They're gonna pull them credit scores.
Credit scores.
Equifax, Empyrean, what's the other one? Experian.
So at this point, in general, you just have
TransUnion. They got 3 of them. Now,
unless you start a
some might be a
corporation.
little higher than the other one, but I feel very good. Mine all start with 8. I ain't gonna tell you what else they got. You know what comes after that, but I feel very comfortable. All 3 of mine start with 8.
Right.
But okay, but I got a little bit of money. I ain't saying I'm the richest man in the world, but I got great credit and I do have a little cash. But I'm not doing anything to impress anybody. I'm not buying no $10 million home. I'm not buying no $1 million car. I'm not flying people in. Ocho, I used to have a party in Glenville. Hey, y'all can drive in. Hey, you're welcome to come. You ain't got to bring nothing. I got all the alcohol. I got 100 pound of crab leg, 100 pound of shrimp. We got like 200 hot dogs, 200 hamburgers, all the look. Hey, have at it, but get there the best way you can. Preferably, I prefer you to walk because you're gonna be drunk by the time you leave. I don't want nobody to have no accident. Knock on wood, thank God. We watch it over. Nobody got no DUI. Nobody got harmed. But I ain't pressing nobody, man. Man, who? Y'all know I got money. I played in the NFL. I'm the highest paid X, Y, and Z. But I'm not finna impress nobody.
Yeah.
A theme birthday party. Blue jeans, t-shirt, shorts, flip flop, sandals, whatever. That's the theme.
Too. I don't even celebrate my birthday. I just say me a little prayer. I'm glad to see another year. Give me a little Starbucks, get me a cigar, man, and kick my feet up. Just another.
That's how I just feel bad, Ocho, that people come in and. I mean, some people will never see $1 million in their lifetime. And I get it. When we say he made over 100 million, you figure Uncle Sam gonna take 50% of that. So that's 50 million. Let's just say, Ocho, I throw 25 million. I just throw 25. You still gotta have 25 left. Even after your agent take his cut, back then they take what 3-4%. I don't know 5 if they pay for everything. Nah, and people like, oh, kids don't live. Here's the thing. Yes, my grandfather told my brother and I, we were young. He said the worst kind of poor you could be is child poor.
Listen to this.
Don't let that go over y'all head, people. That's an 18-year expense. That's damn near as long as your mortgage.
Okay.
Now, just imagine your mortgage, you got one. Because there ain't very many people that have 7 mortgages. So you start having 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kids. Okay. And they're not by one. Guess what, Ocho? That's 18 years. I know I done the math.
Oh shit, I done done it too, plenty of times.
Okay. So you know what that means? That's why Shannon, you ain't went on no vacation. Hell no. My vacation was right there. that was my vacation right there. That private school. The vacation I would have taken.
Yeah.
Went to a private school. And saving for their college. That's where the vacation went. That's where my vacation went. And a vehicle for them. That's where my vacation went.
Same.
That's why the tunnel vision. Because Ocho, the thing is, and I can honestly say this, I knew, not everybody, but I knew people wanted to see me fail.
I'm gonna tell you this, bruh. You have one biological child. I have 2. When you talk about child expense, outside of the fact that it is an honor and a privilege to be a father to my 2 children, and I mean that. You think I'm not happy as hell that they upstairs right now? under the same roof as me, and they upstairs right now, and they the majority of the out of the 7-day week, majority of the time they are upstairs underneath my roof when it's time for them to go to bed and wake up in the morning. And I'm not saying that like the mother of my kids is that type of person who would go ahead and put me on papers. No, I'm not saying she's not like that, because she's not. But there are so many people out here who are like that.
Yeah, my wife did that shit.
Bruh.
That's some petty fucking shit.
Bruh. Say it
Because
again.
I was helping her, and these are facts. I ain't talking bad about dead people. I helped her take care of 3 girls that weren't mine. But when we had my boy, she put me on child support.
Ain't that a motherfucker? Ain't that some shit?
I know. Fuck.
No disrespect. No disrespect to Tracy. None whatsoever. But ain't that some shit? I never waited for them girls' daddies for their child support. That shit pissed me the fuck off. I bet it did. And that's one thing when you deal with that type of situation, that shit can. I'm gonna bring the video back up. But one thing, that shit can piss you off.
It made me be strong, but at the same time, I'm no better than everybody else. I used to be a whole gangster for real, whether people know it or not. For real. So, I had to calm down in life and understand, like, everything about being a man and being a father is not about getting money and you big and you bad. It's about being an example.
Absolutely. And Rob did used to be a gangster. We used to call him OG Nerd Boy.
So it's about, setting the example. Yeah, it's fine that you get money, but you can't be an example to your sons and your daughters out here selling drugs.
That's right.
You out here selling drugs. Yeah, you get money, but everything your child has on that back, the phones they have, the shoes on their feet, come from you grinding and moving weight. That's nothing to be proud of. Because what's going to happen when they get old enough, they going to go and do the same shit, and then you ain't going to be able to tell them shit.
That's right. That's right.
So,
the whole child thing, I've been when I don't want to sit here and say I've been able to avoid, because AB saying able to avoid is like saying that I've been doing just enough to not get my kid's mom to want to take me out on papers. No, that shit doesn't apply to me. That shit doesn't apply to me. And I tell anybody, I will never move and walk as if I'm gonna talk with eggshells or do this, that, and the third to not be put on papers, anything like that. Okay, no. Like I said, my children are upstairs right now. Since I've moved, since me and my wife separated and eventually got divorced, I've been living in this apartment for the last 2.5 years, and my kids have been with me predominantly for the last 2.5 years. And again, that's not me throwing no shade on my ex-wife, none whatsoever. Because a lot of the schedule that with our kids is based on her work schedule, but based on our work schedule. So I'm not throwing shade, no way, no how.
But look, check this out.
I'm not that nigga.
Check this out.
Who's gonna hold on, Rob? I'm not that nigga who's gonna sit here and walk on eggshells and not say this because the one thing that annoys me about talking about the situation with my own mother is, well, you don't want to say this because you don't want her to put you on papers. And I'm sitting there like, put me on what fucking papers? I wouldn't say that verbatim to my mother. I'm like, but put me on what fucking papers? But, with me the majority of the time. So put me on what fucking papers? And when I hear my family tell me, I'm so proud of you for the way that you take care of those kids, I appreciate the compliment. But at the same time, I'm not doing nothing. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm doing what I should do as a responsible parent. I understand the fact that a lot of people won't do the same thing. A lot of men won't do the same thing, and that's unfortunate. But I don't see it as me doing nothing special outside of the responsibilities that I'm privileged to have. Go ahead, Rob.
So, first off, I want to say shout out to the women that don't try to use child support as a tool and revenge against their men, and shout out to the men and women that that understand their limitations and understand they're better at maybe just co-parenting.
Right.
But it's a terrible thing in this country where there are women that, and they're black and they're white, that use child support as a tool. Because really, when you look at what they're doing and what they provide to the child and how they use the state to take the man to court, is really trafficking. For real.
You know what?
Cause hold on, because if I gotta go and pay X amount of dollars in child support for 1 or 2 children, and then I, 1, can't see my child, 2, my child is filthy, or 3, they hungry, 4, bad grades, you trafficking.
And Rob, I wasn't gonna say anything again when you told me hold on. I wasn't gonna say anything against what you were saying. I was actually gonna say, you know what? When you look at it that way, you're absolutely right. That's crazy.
I know. I done had some shit of time to examine this shit and think about this shit.
Yeah.
I was in the same position, but see, and this with my situation, because I had gotten angry and gotten violent. Not violent. I threw a rock. She was in another room.
This motherfucker threw a rock.
She was in another room.
Boy, you a one of a kind, motherfucker. I swear to God.
No, she really pissed me the fuck off talking shit. After the woman had just told me, I told her I only got $3 and some change into my name. I told her, no, this how the argument started. Watch this. This how the argument started. The little niggas I was running with had called me. I had just lost my job. The little niggas I was running with had called me. Rob, come out. I'm like, nah, I'm not coming. I only got $3 to my name. I ain't got no money to go get my kid no Pampers and shit. I gotta figure some shit out. I'm gonna just stay in the house and good. The woman could tell me, go ahead, go with your friends. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. Go ahead, go with your friends. It's gonna be all right. I already know what it is. Go ahead. I'm like, I'm not trying to go and hang out. So I go hang out with my little friends. I come back, bam, where you been? It's a goddamn argument. Like, what the fuck? You just told me to go hang out with my motherfucking friends, and I won't trying to hang out with the motherfuckers, and I was broke. And now you specifically set me up to come walk into this house for a fucking argument. Yeah, I threw a rock. Fuck. Better be glad that was all I threw. God damn it. I had a pistol then. I had the 357 then. I was so goddamn pissed. I was so pissed. She tried to put me out the house. I said, you know what? I'll leave the house. But I couldn't leave the house with my pistol on me. So I had to go and put the pistol up so she couldn't try to call the police and catch me and have me get caught up with the pistol. That's why I got the safe. I put the pistol in the safe. I said, okay, now I'm gonna leave.
Hey, you a funny ass nigga. This nigga said he threw a rock. Why you coming so late? You stupid ass broke motherfucker.
Why you gonna tell a motherfucker to go out when you already know that he broke?
Oh, you got a kid. You can't afford no Pampers. You broke ass 4-eye bitch.
That shit had me hot as
stupid
fuck.
Ass bitch. You know what?
And you know me. You know me. That's yeah. No bullshit. That's about how that goddamn conversation went. Hell yeah. She was in the bedroom. I was in the living room.
You stupid ass bitch, where the fuck this rock at?
He was in another room. She was in a whole other room.
I'm sorry. Forgive me.
No, the fucking court tried to make that shit seem he's abusive. He threw a rock. She was in another room. She was in a whole nother room.
Oh shit. Boy, you a 101, nigga. I promise you. You are a fucking one. But anyway, let me play a little bit more of this here before I get off here. Yeah.
But my desire to succeed was greater than the desire to see me fail. Because see, they had no control over that. I had control over my success or failure. Right. So all they could do is hope, wish, pray. Wasn't gonna happen. Wasn't gonna happen. But I knew the only thing my grandma said when I say ready, such and such, pregnant. Okay, all right, boy. You take care of the kids. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So now my focus totally shifted. It ain't no more about me. It ain't no more about getting no watches. It's no more about X, Y, and Z. I got kids. I got responsibilities now. That's mine. Not mine. That's got my name. So now I got to make sure I put them in the best situation. I got to put them in a better situation than what I was in. I wanted my kids to be able to start on third base. Because guess what? I was in the stands. I didn't even have a bat. But somebody looked up and said, hell, that kid like he can play. Let's bring him down. But to lose that kind of money, Ocho,
man, that's one example. You got to understand 87% of us go broke when we done playing. So this is just one example because of who the individual is, and that's 100 million. So think about the people that never made 100 million that ran through their
you remember Rashard Breeland, the guy from Kansas City? I just read he sold his Super Bowl ring, $81,000.
Damn.
It's man, and people love to laugh and wonder why so goddamn cheap. Why dog, man? Listen, but I ain't played football in 12 years, and still living the same lifestyle I was living when I was making money. When I was in the league, I'm still living the same exact way. My cheap ass lived at the stadium. Marvin Lewis had to kick me out the stadium because I refused to buy a damn place. You know how diabolical, you know how fucking cheap that is?
Yes.
The stadium has everything I need. I'm not crying. Why are you making me? I'm here to work. I'm here to play. Everything.
You know what? I'm not mad at him neither. When I heard that shit that he said that he actually lived in the stadium, I wasn't mad at him.
Hey, you live in the stadium. Guess what? I ain't got to worry about you drinking. You ain't fucking shit.
Well, no. I take that back. Because they have alcohol in the stadium.
Okay. The shit gonna be closed up.
Yeah.
He can't get to it. He got more than enough time to sit for an ice bath, stretch, go. He locked in to work on some defense. Yeah. Work on some offense. Work on some conditioning. You can record. He being recorded. Security recording them.
Yep. I wasn't mad at him when I heard that.
I ain't mad either.
No.
I don't see it as being cheap. I see it as being accountable.
Because he was too cheap to get a place. Fuck all that. And you heard what he said. He ain't played football. You already said he ain't played football in 12 years. And he lived the exact same lifestyle.
He too cheap to go get a place. But where was his first contract?
Well, his first contract was in 2003.
Yeah, where?
Oh, 2000.
2000, but when? Where at?
Cincinnati.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I'll be glad that he goddamn stayed in the damn facility. You know how much fucking trouble he could go goddamn get in?
Yeah, Cincinnati streets, I heard, is real.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. That's what you want to do, son? Shit. You know what? In fact, if you mad because he being cheap because he don't want a place, goddamn, charge him some rent. Just if you feel like that. Well, we talking about Cincinnati, bro. And he's young and how much money he had.
Well, let's see.
You know how hard it is to keep your nose clean?
Absolutely.
And in
It's right here.
Cincinnati,
Why you making me get a place? Man, shit.
Ocho, I got the same. I mean, for the most part, I had the same agent since 1996. Had the same marketing guy since 1999. I ain't changed. What changed? I had opportunity to go to big. Oh, you could do so much better. You go. Nah, I trust them.
Yeah,
I trust. So I've had Marvin Demoff have been my agent since 1996. When I got with Marvin, I had 2 agents up until that time.
right.
Well, the first was really my agent. He was my brother's agent, so he did my contract for free. Then I had another guy, and I remember talking to Marvin, and Marvin's like, "Okay, what do you want?" I said, "I want the same lifestyle that I have right now.
On that.
I want it when I'm done."
Yeah.
He said, "Go home and get me every bill that you have. Bring me back how much money that you currently have, how many kids you currently have, what are their ages." I brought it to him. He laid it out. He's like, "Okay, not bad. Could be better. Could be much worse." He's okay. This is what we're gonna do. It's okay. He said, outside of your expenses, home, car note, stuff like that, kids, you can spend $30,000 a year. So child support, private school, car note, mortgage, my sister, stuff like that. I got to spend $30,000. I spent 15.
And put 15 up.
He's like, to this day, I remember Ocho, like a year ago. He's like, have Shelly get all your stuff together. I want to take a look. I know what I have on my end. I want to see what you have on your end. So I brought it to him. And when he showed it to him, I'm like, damn. He's like, what? I said, damn, we do. He's like, yeah, you did real good. He's like, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
He said, now go buy yourself something. I said, huh? He said, go buy yourself something. Like, yeah, like I'm good. He's like, Shannon. He said, you've lived your life for everybody else since I've met you. Go buy yourself something. I'm like, but I don't really. He says, how many times have you ever heard me say, go buy yourself something? I said, hell, never. He said, okay. You
Go buy yourself something.
Yeah. So I went and bought myself that Challenger. Got a little bit, came back this year. Everything went well. We re-upped with ESPN. Went bought myself, bought me a watch. So I'm good now, Ocho. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I ain't bought nothing in a long time, bro. I ain't bought nothing in a long time. Come Christmas this year? Nah, you laughing.
You gonna get your car? What you gonna get?
I don't know yet. Not what I have been doing is because I have so much. I have my hand in so many different things. Now, what I have started doing is I've been buying real pieces of accessories.
Yeah.
As opposed to when I was playing and I was making sure nothing was real, just so I had to spend what I'm making.
Right.
Get the head knocked off. So now because I got my hand in so many different things, obviously, I think people don't even understand I own $3 million franchises. So you don't understand the type of money that's coming in quarterly when I'm getting paid.
Right.
So I'm starting, buy real watch here, a chain here, my Cuban links, they stuff is not real.
Yeah.
So, and it just, but listen, I can't say nothing. But when they say God is good, bro.
No, he ain't good. He good. People say they just change that to my God is good. No, God great.
God is great, bro. You're not understanding. I think if the chat understood.
Okay. What they say, Rob?
God ain't good. I mean, I be correcting people on that shit. Nigga, God is good. Nigga, God ain't good. God is great. Ain't no good.
Talking about two individuals who are financially well off, but humbled themselves from the very beginning. Didn't get caught up in the bullshit. Didn't get caught up in the stunting as a habit. All of the other stuff that unfortunately people who look like us, who are great at what they do, who are better than the average people in the world. You're talking about Shannon Sharpe, who's arguably the greatest tight end that ever lived. You talk about hands down. You're talking about Chad Johnson, who in his prime was a top 3 wide receiver, arguably a Hall of Famer, who lived life humbly.
Both
who are now sitting here, Shannon Sharpe in his 50s, Ocho Cinco, Chad Johnson in his 40s, who are sitting here good just because they didn't go out and live life like they were trying to impress people.
And they both took care of their bodies.
They took care of their bodies and they took care of their minds. And Shannon Sharp took some, and I've seen Shannon Sharp and Chad Johnson take some big hits.
Hey,
Big hits.
they know what else they took care of? They took care of their paycheck. They didn't let that little NFL money go to their head and come up with all these baby mamas. Now Shannon Sharp got, I think he said he got 2.
Well, he got 3 kids. Probably 2 baby mamas.
Okay, 3 kids. That's
Maybe
not,
about the same thing. Their kids are grown now, though.
that's respectable. But I mean, come on, we know some players,
Of course.
NFL and NBA,
We
that
know
have
some people
like,
that just fuck. You ain't got to be a pro athlete to know motherfuckers like that. I know plenty of motherfuckers like that.
yeah, we know plenty of motherfuckers like that. But we talk about the pro athletes now.
Is it? It's the one thing that I'm. Well, yeah, okay. Because it's one thing I say is that my circle. That's why I'm so proud of the people that I have in my circle. They either don't have kids or the kids they have is by one person. But you're talking about 2 people who looked at the long term,
Took care of their bodies,
yeah,
stayed out of controversy,
yeah,
always professional.
always.
Shannon Sharp, always professional.
But except for the last week where he on and audio, you caught him fucking on IG Live.
On the field while he was playing, he was always professional.
Yeah. The only thing you ever heard about Ocho was the whole shit with Evelyn Lozada, but you knew the type of chick that she was. She wasn't nothing but a drama queen. But yeah, so it's like, I wish, and I hope and pray. First of all, no matter what, no matter what, the situation that I'm in right now, God is great. Heavenly Father, God is great. And, I just pray that one day I get in a situation where I can actually sit back and have multiple choices and know that no matter what choice that I make financially, I'm going to be good. That'll come one day, that'll come one day because I have faith and I'm doing things, the correct way. So, but I can't get mad at these 2 brothers for saying what they're going to say. And Adrian Peterson, I just hope that Adrian Peterson, I just pray that somebody puts him on their staff so he can, but when you're talking about Adrian Peterson, you're talking about a person whose fame has been global. He'll always be in a position to make money. He'll always be in a position to make money because for one, he's still a young man, even though he's 39 years old. I'm gonna say he's still a young man, but he'll always be in a position to make money.
What it took for me to even get back, man, boy, is tonight ain't the night to be crying. But yeah, not tonight. I ain't gonna let that slide.
See, that's how I am, Ocho. I do
Hey, boy,
for my brother and sister.
It's been a road,
Yeah,
it's been a long road, boy. I
please.
know.
I do for my brother and sister like they did for me. Like I said, my relationship, and I think people know that, my relationship with my brother and sister is different than most people with their brother and sister.
Yeah.
My brother and sister is more like my mom and dad.
Mhm.
They raised me. My grandfather had gotten old. My grandmother was working.
Yeah.
My dad died. So my sister did everything that a mom would do for a 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 7-year-old, 8, 10-year-old. My sister did. Everything that I learned, my grandfather was extremely hard on my brother.
Mhm.
And I never understood. If I got in trouble, he blamed my brother. He said, because you're the oldest, you know right.
Right.
And he's gonna watch and do everything that you do. So you make sure you do everything right. So I followed him everywhere. That's why I wanted to be like him, because he did everything right. He didn't get no trouble. He didn't talk back. He didn't, I always had something to say. I always been quick with the lip. ain't no sense in me lying.
Right,
My grandma kept her fist upside my head because I was gonna say something smart, but not my brother. And my sister gave me a bath, helped me with my homework, signed my report card. She did everything that a mom would do. My sister did. Everything a mom would do, my sister did. Everything a dad would do, teach me how to do certain things, tie my shoe, so forth and so on. They did that. And so once I got into the situation, we've always taken care of my sister. My sister had a job since '86, 40 years.
Damn.
My sister ain't worked since she was 24. Ain't very many 24 retired 24-year-olds. Well, that's my sister. So I've always taken that. And once, my brother retired, it shifted my focus because now I'm the breadwinner, and I got to make sure everybody's straight because that's what he was doing. We were doing it together. He did it first. Now I got to shoulder. I have to shoulder the load, Ocho. That's why I'm very conscious of things that I do. That's why I'm so disappointed of kind of the situation that I put myself in because I'm good, but I wouldn't been good enough to secure 3-4 generations good.
Right.
I got me, my brother and sister, my mom, and I got my kids. I'm working on my kids.
I know
that's what I'm trying to do. That's how I think. And that what I did jeopardized that. You don't have to worry about it again, though. Promise you that.
Well, hold on. Yay, let's go. Bring me back on screen.
Yeah, I never took you off.
No, let's go side by side. Yeah, cause I done seen reports that he got offered to do a nudie film.
Don't pay no attention to that shit. Come on now. What he lost, reportedly from a credible news source, he said that on when he did the nightcap on Friday, that he had lost a very famous interview on Club Shay Shay. And the person who was supposed to interview, was the most famous person that he would have ever interviewed, way more famous than him. Well, it's come to find out that person that he lost the interview on was Oprah.
Shit, he ain't lose shit.
But you know what? Uncle, please give it 365 days from now. If Oprah want to be on Club Shay Shay, Oprah will be on Club Shay Shay. I get what I totally, get what he's saying. So
I can't.
No, as far as the people who raised him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I can get that.
There's definitely some people I owe. That's why I'm holding this foreign currency. And I'll keep taking all the shit talking that people do because I know what's going to happen in the end.
Right. And this is why I, unfortunately, and I'll say this about myself. Unfortunately, the reason why I keep people at arm's length, the people who I've been around most of my life, because the real people who really raised me and molded me the way I am, well, the real people who raised me, life has happened and I've had to figure out some things. I've had to learn some things on my own, albeit the hard way. But the people who most taught me my values, let me put it that way. The people who taught me my values are dead, unfortunately. The people who, the people who taught me my values, I'll say raised me and taught me my values, are dead. My mother's parents, Nanny, Papa, I'd be lying if I didn't give them a boatload of the credit. They're not here anymore. My father, whether my mother or my sister will want to give him that credit or not, they don't have to, because I know, as far as my values and things like that, and taught me a lot of things to look out for. He did. He ain't here no more, unfortunately. So I get what Shannon's saying when it comes to that. So, it is what it is. But anyway, sir, I was supposed to end this show about 30 minutes ago. But, it's what we do, bruh. We improvise. It's past 10 o'clock. I need to get ready. It's past 10 o'clock. I need to get ready to take my ass to bed. My kids are in bed. But we will be back. We'll be back on Tuesday. Sports Plus Life. We will be back. We will be talking about the Sunday night game, which is going on right now between Houston and Chicago. We'll be talking about the Monday night game between Philadelphia and Atlanta. And we'll be talking about also we'll be revisiting the week 2 actions as well as giving our predictions for week 3. And right now, like I said earlier, Eddie was in first place. Now that spot belongs to Aaron, as it is right now. That spot belongs to Aaron. Me, your boy, you know what I'm saying? I got some improving to do. Rob Chandler, boy, you done had a suck-ass day right now, my nigga. You was good at first, but now you done had you a suck-ass day, nigga.
Suck-ass day.
Suck-ass day. That's why you need that weed, nigga. But anyway, it's your boy, Brandon Bravon Towns for Robert Chandler. You guys have a wonderful rest of your Sunday evening. Peace. We love you. Deuces.